and this is what you expected. They have held steady. What is your assessment?
Well, very pleasing to see the Reserve Bank hold steady today, not just because that was our expectation, and we had a different view to the other three major banks in Australia, so it's certainly good to get the forecast right today. But I think for Australians, particularly those with large mortgages, those in the rental market, a little bit of relief today is good news. But it seems pretty clear from the statement that you just read out that the Reserve Bank here in Australia is not yet finished on the monetary policy tightening cycle. So, our base case was on hold today and one further rate rise in August. But we'll have to see how the data pans out over the next few weeks, particularly the June quarter CPI, which is out at the end of this month.
And just one more line from the RBA here. The board remains alert to the risk that expectations of ongoing high inflation will continue to larger increases in both prices and wages. Of course, so we'll get another set of data before the next rate decision. Any idea on where the terminal rate is?
Well, our base case is one more rate hike, so 4.35% as of August. Clearly, as you've just said, the Reserve Bank is quite worried about inflation expectations remaining too high, so they're going to keep a tightening bias. We think that the June quarter CPI, which is out towards the end of this month, will provide them another signpost that although inflation is moderating, it's still well above the 2 to 3% target range. Now, very similarly to you've seen in many other major central banks around the world in recent weeks. Inflation is moderating, but central banks want to will do some more policy tightening to get inflation back to the respective target ranges in a reasonable period of time. The other thing to remember is in early August, the Reserve Bank here will undertake its quarterly full review of all its economic forecasts. So that's why we thought August was the better month for the next move, which, as I've said, we think is the last one in this cycle.